What if I told you that there was a food, something simple and delicious that you probably already have in your kitchen that could bring vitality and vigor to your life, even if you're in your 60s or beyond? I'm not talking about a miracle cure or an expensive treatment. I'm talking about something that nature has given us right next to us. Join me as we explore a fascinating secret that science is starting to confirm. A discovery that has the potential to completely change your perspective on men's health. Recently, a group of researchers published what's called a systematic review and meta-analysis. Don't worry, I know it sounds complicated, but in simple terms, it's like combining the insights from several related studies to come to a more robust conclusion. They analyzed 4 studies involving nearly 900 participants, men and women ages 18 to 49. And I know you're probably thinking, but Dr. Emily Thompson, what does fertility have to do with me? And you're absolutely right to ask. This is where things get interesting. The study focused on fertility, but the findings in younger men offer valuable clues about men's overall health and the inner vitality that manifests throughout the body at any age. In these studies, one group of men was asked to eat this food every day, while the other group was not. The results were truly impressive. The men who consumed this food showed significant improvements in sperm quality, a 51% increase in motility, meaning the sperm were swimming faster, a 54% improvement in shape, and an astonishing 61% increase in vitality and energy. Let's pause here for a moment. I'm not sharing this to talk about having more children. I'm mentioning it because sperm quality is a reflection of a man's inner health. Healthy, robust sperm often reflects a body that's functioning well inside, with less inflammation, better resistance, and balanced hormones. It's a sign of vital energy, and that, guys, is important to all of us, right? So, what mysterious food seems to have such great power? It's something we all know and love. Nuts. Yes, it's that simple. Walnuts, almonds, hazelnuts, the little wonders of nature that you can find in any grocery store. In one study, participants ate 75 grams of walnuts per day. That's a pretty good amount. In another study, they ate 60 grams of a mixture of walnuts, almonds, and hazelnuts per day, consistently over a long period of time. The great thing is, this isn't some fancy supplement or drug with side effects. We're talking about real food, back to basics, something our grandparents knew. The best medicine is often the simplest stuff. As your doctor and friend, I don't want you to just hear the story. I want you to understand why. What makes nuts special? For starters, they're packed with healthy fats like the omega-3s in walnuts. These fats play a key role in reducing inflammation in the body. Think of inflammation as a small, slow-burning fire that over time wears down our organs and blood vessels. Nuts help put out that fire. Plus, they're a great source of antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. They're cell protectors, protecting them from damage and premature aging. And third, which is important for us at this stage of life, they have a low glycemic index. That means they don't cause spikes in blood sugar, which are very harmful and can negatively impact your overall health, from your heart to your daily energy. Great, we've seen how nuts signal vitality, but at the beginning of this video, I promised to say something more. Remember, I promised you we'd also talk about erection strength. I want us to approach this topic openly and without taboos. It's an issue that concerns many men over 60, and it's important to understand it. The ability to get and keep an erection is not just about pleasure, it's also a sign of cardiovascular health. Healthy erections depend on one key factor: good blood flow. For blood to flow well, our blood vessels need to be healthy, flexible, and free of blockages. This is where nuts come in as our great allies. The same internal health supporting mechanisms for healthy sperm also nourish our blood vessels. The antioxidants we've mentioned protect artery walls, keeping them youthful and elastic. But there's one ingredient that stands out: an amino acid called L-arginine. Think of L-arginine as a building block for the key molecule in erections, nitric oxide. Nitric oxide acts as a messenger, telling the blood vessels in the penis to relax, open up, and let blood in. Without nitric oxide, there is no erection. Nuts, especially almonds and walnuts, are natural sources of L-arginine. And that's not just my opinion, science has proven it. There was a small but revealing study. They took 17 men with erection problems and had them eat 100 grams of pistachios every day for 3 weeks. Just 3 weeks. At the end, not only did they report significant improvements in their erections, but doctors confirmed this with a Doppler ultrasound, a technique that measures blood flow, and found that blood flow in the penis had improved. This is scientific fact, not empty talk. A larger study of 83 men found that those who ate a handful of mixed nuts every day for 14 weeks not only improved their orgasmic function, but also their sexual desire. Let me share a short story from my clinic. Mr. Harris, 72, came to the clinic feeling depressed. He had high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes, 2 conditions that are common in his age group, and that were affecting his sex life. He felt frustrated, distant from his wife, and thought it was just aging. Along with adjusting his medications, I suggested lifestyle changes. I suggested that he swap his afternoon donut for a handful of almonds and walnuts. He was skeptical at first. Nuts, doc? Really? But he tried it. Combined with daily walking, maybe around the block in the fresh air, and better control of his blood sugar, the changes began to appear. Mr. Harris returned to my office with a smile I had never seen before. He didn't say he felt like a 20-year-old, but he did say something more meaningful. "Doctor, I feel like a real man. I got my wife back." That small change, a handful of nuts, gave his body the boost it needed to start healing his blood vessels. It's time for a big pause, folks. As your doctor, I have to be serious. These studies show promise, but they're typically done on small groups of healthy men. So we can't say this will work for everyone, especially if there are more complicated health issues. If you're on blood thinners or have kidney disease, it's important to talk to your doctor before increasing your nut intake. In short, adding a handful of nuts to your daily diet is a simple, natural, and delicious way to boost vitality and male fertility. But, and this is the most important thing I want you to take away from this video, nuts are not a panacea. They are simply a tool for a healthy lifestyle. The foundation of a healthy lifestyle is a balanced diet rich in vegetables and low in processed foods. Daily activities like walking, perhaps enjoying beautiful trails, restorative sleep, and stress management are all beneficial. Without these 4 pillars, no grain can do its magic. I want to ask you a small favor before you go. Most of my viewers are unsubscribed. If this content is helpful and you learn something new, the easiest and free way to support my work is to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way you won't miss any of my upcoming health tips, and you'll help this community, our health and fitness family, continue to grow. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time.